Great, home stand for you guys. Still got a game on Saturday, Chico, but 2 wins. Your thoughts on those victories?
Obviously very pleased with taking care of our home court and pulling off the 2 victories here with both Monterey Bay and Stanislaus, and most importantly, I felt like we just made progress as a team in 2 very, very different games, but I thought the team did a great job of controlling the game and again pulling off with the 2 victories and just moving forward and progressing.
When you get a win, a close game, a little bit on Thursday, but then you guys pull away and get that big victory. As a coach, how great is it to, not to say beat up on a team, but to have a victory where you can relax a little bit?
Well, and that was kind of my challenge as the coach was trying to keep the girls focused and giving them different challenges. We went into that game with some different defensive goals than we normally do, and just trying to keep their expectations high. Sometimes those games are tough to really stay engaged mentally, and I was just really pleased and proud of the girls that I thought they did that, and I thought they kept their intensity on the defensive end in particular throughout the game.
This week, an interesting week. You guys got 1 game, but also finals this week, and student athletes, concentrating on those finals, but also basketball that end of the week, and just kind of talk about the interesting week that is right now.
Right, and gave them Sunday and Monday off just to give them 2 full days to prepare for their finals, and obviously there's still finals to go on this week, and just kind of approached our practice time each day as kind of the release, as we say, just to take a kind of mental break from their studies and their academics. But it's just another component to add as far as just keeping them focused and really channeling kind of when we're in practice, when they're in class, and as I always say, just being a mature team and handling the situation, as obviously we have a game on Saturday that we have to prepare for.
Yeah, after Saturday's game, you guys will have a little break, the holiday break, and Chico coming to town this week. Chico, like you guys, off to great starts this season. There's the rivalry. It's a big one to end this fall semester.
Yeah, from my standpoint, I really try to keep this Chico game just in preparing just like any other game. I mean, the girls know what the rivalry is. I don't have to say anything to give them any extra motivation in that regard. But at the same time, we do want to, prepare for it just like we would any other game. And to be honest, in my time here at Humboldt State, we're 0-2 with Chico at our home court. And I think it's time that we kind of turn the tables on that. And we've had different scenarios this year where we've had a pattern and we've wanted to break that pattern, so to speak, on an opponent. And Chico is certainly one of them on our home court this Saturday. And we just got to have a great week of practice. They're a strong, solid team, and we know what we need to do to prepare to win.
What have you seen from Chico on video? You talked about before defense, and what will be your guys' attack on Saturday?
As always, we always start on the defensive end. We just have to, we're pretty familiar already, the returning players, as far as what we can expect from them offensively. We'll prepare all week, obviously, and putting our game plan together and our scout together. And obviously the most important thing is executing that game plan. And so we come into the game with that type of focus, and if we can maintain that throughout the game, I like our chances.
Both the HSU men's and women's sweeping the Player of the Week honors for you guys. Kind of talk about the honor that you guys found out.
Yeah, it was nice this last week, and so far up in conference, the men had won and we had lost, or we had not both won on the same night yet with a conference opponent. So it was nice this past weekend for both of us to get 2 wins both nights and go out 4-0. And then to have Tyra and Justin both honored as Player of the Week. And obviously with Tyra, I thought she just had a very solid weekend, really controlled the game, and played obviously a lot of minutes, as many of our players do. And just how she handled that and ran the team out, I was really happy for. I thought the award was well deserved.
I know you, the fact that I'm sure you're happy at the record, but still, what are some things that you'd like to see moving forward?
Well, just being consistent, obviously, is a big one. And, going back to the Stanislaus game, I actually was pretty pleased with our defense. As we talk a lot to the team, is sometimes you're just not going to have the best offensive nights. And that was certainly an example of a night where I liked our shot selection. I didn't have a problem with our shot selection at all. It was just one of those nights that we didn't make many shots. But it was also good from my standpoint, because that makes the point of, again, relying on our defense. So that's just something that we always hold on to, and just progressing week by week and becoming more consistent as a team is always our goal.
You've had some of the new players step up on this team, but also on Jack's team, that senior leadership. How important has that been the first half of the season?
It's been tremendous, and who you're going to speak to here in a few minutes is Isa. I think she's really started off this year and taken that role on and taking that leadership role on, and she's just been extremely consistent from day one. And I'm not just referring to games, but every day in practice. And we really needed someone to step up and take that role, and I'm really proud of Isa for doing that. And again, just her consistency so far this year has been really impressive, and I think the other girls are just following that lead. And obviously, the more we can do together as a team, the better.
Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
Pardon me?
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, just let's get to have a good week of practice.